Hello, Internet, and welcome to one more episode of Showdown Live. One more intended episode of Showdown Live, anyway. Because I'm recording this in the past. If all of your comments are saying that, oh yes, we really like this, then maybe I'll do some more in the future. But the reason why I've been doing these 3 Showdown Lives this week is because I was essentially doing some testing, some messing around for the Players' Cup, which I believe will be going on right now. This is Saturday, as it will be uploaded, this video. So this is the 3rd team that I'm sort of considering maybe using in the qualifying Players' Cup thing. Obviously, the first Showdown video I had the weakness quality Rillaboom. I can never remember the name of that thing. Rillaboom. Team, and that worked quite well. Then a couple of days ago we had the sort of updated again version of Gravity, and that worked very. In fact, I don't remember losing a game in that video. It went very well for us. But this is the other team that I was considering using. Again, we're a bit higher up on the ladder again now, so the quality of competitor will be a bit higher. But this is literally the most offensive team, there can be, surely. This is such an offensive team. So what do we do? Okay, well, they've got like Trick Room, they've got potential Swift Swim with the Poliwrath there, which could be a bit of a pain for us. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to take a moment to adjust into this team. So this Toxtricity is Specs, the Urshifu is Banded, the Whimsicott is Eject Button, Vanillux, Sash, Indeedee, Goggles, and Cinderace's Life Orb. That's how I've got this. I have seen similar teams on the ladder and going around places. So I can't claim to creating this team, I suppose. But I've changed my own things around. I've added and took my own stuff away from it. So I guess this is my variation, my team in a way. But yeah, okay. So, how do you want to go about this? I'm thinking of going Toxtricity and Cinderace with Vanillux. Oh, I just accidentally double-clicked there on the last Pokemon. I don't know what I've taken. Well, I've led the way I wanted to, but I didn't want Whimsicott in the back. Okay, we'll roll with it. We'll see what we can do. We will see what we can do, because I'm going to overdrive. This is Choice Specs Overdrive, and a Max Darkness into the Gothitelle will ensure that he doesn't get Trick Room up here. And okay, yeah, you've got your Lightning Rod Pokemon in here, but let's see how much this Max Darkness does. Oh, Colberberry, but this isn't going to protect it from the overdrive. Yeah, nice. And because we have got the Max Darkness on the Cinderace, we have got a way to threaten the Marowak as well there. Okay, here's the Amoonguss. Okay, that is a little bit of a threat, actually. Yeah. I would have brought. Who would I have brought? I would have probably brought the Indeedee over the Whimsicott, or maybe the Urshifu actually. And like we need we need them to hit the Marowak, don't we? So okay, sacrificial Whimsicott, off you go, and I am going to. I'm just going to Airstream into the Amoonguss, I guess. If he does Dynamax to Whimsicott, the Marowak, yeah, if this doesn't knock the Amoonguss out, which it doesn't because he's got the Cobit Berry, he likes his Resist Berries, this guy, I can... Okay, and it's just obliterated the Whimsicott there, that's fine. I can Switcheroo and... it's Switcheroo. And, put the Eject button on the Marowak. And actually, no, I can't, because the Rage Powder would take the Cinderace's attack away. So yeah, maybe we can't do that. But now then, Cinderace is going to be moving first, whichever Pokemon we put in. I'm going to put Toxtricity in, and I'm going to lock myself into Choice Spec Snarl here, with a Max Darkness into the Amoonguss. Because the Marowak will then be at -2 special defense. This Toxtricity is Specs, and it has got the Punk Rock boost as well, because Snarl is a Snarl-based move. Of course, Snarl is a Snarl-based move. It's a sound-based move. So this is going to do, and single target as well. I think this is going to do about 60%. That is my guess. Ooh! Have you ever seen a Snarl do so much damage? I have not. And now, okay, he's going to get the rain back up because he's slower here. But I'm locked into Snarl. That's going to knock the Marowak out. And I've got Freeze Dry, which I can knock the Politoed out with. So actually, we've somehow managed to snarl our way through into winning this game. That's fantastic. The Whimsicott there that we accidentally brought just sort of acted as a sacrificial switch, basically, there, didn't it? So, that's fine. Not really much point in taunting the Politoed here, I don't think, unless it's going to go for like a Perish Song and try and protect a million times. But it freezes, unless it's Scalding here, or... it is Scalding here, okay. That's going to thaw it, but yeah, we're locked into Snarl. Yeah, wow, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? I'm happy with that. So here we go, let's try and not double-click on Team Preview and accidentally bring Whimsicott when we meant to bring something else this time. Oh, I've gone all green, haven't I? Ooh. There you go, I think I'm back to normal now. Okay, back to the games. So, what do we want to be doing here? Yes, okay. I think, yeah, I took High Jump Kick off of this Cinderace because I did want Sucker Punch, so I wanted that combination with the Overdrive or with the Expanding Force. Now, he has got potential Trick Room here. So maybe I want to lead with the Vanillux, but I've also got to worry about Tyranitar and the Incineroar that way as well. So maybe Urshifu helps out here. So, yeah, okay, let's go Urshifu and Vanillux. With... Good question. Like, Indeedee would be good. Like, I'm thinking Toxtricity and Cinderace. Just super, super hyper offense there. But, Indeedee would be handy to get rid of the Grassy Surge. But is the Grassy Surge that much of a problem for us? Since, you know, both our Poison and Fire Pokemon there do resist the attacks. Okay. Yeah, Braviary is one of the things that I was a little bit worried about. We have obviously got the Vanillux here, but yeah, this isn't so wonderful for us. Unless I like Dynamax and Airstream and bring in Toxtricity. Would that work? Probably not, no. But, otherwise, because he is going to get an Airstream this turn, isn't he? And, like, for an offensive team, I do need to kind of keep the pressure on them. So, I'm going to bring Toxtricity in here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to be losing my Urshifu here, aren't I? It's just going to Airstream into the Urshifu. Yeah, okay, so mistakes. Oh, okay, we're not going to be losing the Urshifu because Braviary apparently is not that powerful. Okay, so we do threaten the Tyranitar here. We do threaten the Braviary somewhat as well, but not so much. Does G-Max 1 blow critical hit? I don't think it does it? No. Or not all the time, anyway. So, okay, I am going to... Like, yeah, okay, I'm just going to one blow and overdrive. Because, yeah, the Tyranitar is going to be scared out there. So, yeah, a bit of damage, and oh, not quite enough. Not quite enough. But, yeah, I saw last turn that my Toxtricity was hurt by the sand before his... before the Braviary, so I knew my Toxtricity was faster, but now the Braviary is going to be faster. So like I can Sucker Punch, but then he can get the Trick Room off. So maybe actually I put Vanillux in here reluctantly to taunt the Dusclops, but like the Toxtricity is probably going to get Max Striked if it's got Max Strike, but I don't want to swap Cinderace in on that, so I'm just going to stay in an overdrive. In fact, if I think Toxtricity survives this, I could just Blizzard and Overdrive, and that probably would knock out the Dusclops. So, okay, this might be a mistake, but I'm just gonna... Ooh, please survive. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack here. Blizzard is only 70% accurate now, though. Okay, but still hits. So we know he's got the Tyranitar and Incineroar left. So, my Cinderace hasn't got high jump kick anymore, has it? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, okay, so maybe this is why we do want high jump kick on the Cinderace. But I feel like Bounce and Iron Head are both very important as well. I suppose, like, Paraball isn't that important. But then again, if I come across, like, a Ferrothorn or something, or a Durant, then I'm going to be wishing that I did have a Fire attack. So, I think he just goes for a Fake Out into the Toxtricity and Rock Slides here. But, like, I can't protect the Toxtricity. And I don't want to bring Cinderace in on a Rock Slide. So, like, he's going to Fake Out the Toxtricity, yeah, like, there's no way about that. But now in comes the Cinderace. And the opponent forfeits, fearing the high jump kick. Forfeit! 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 It's not working. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's going to be Flare Blitzing, you'd imagine, wouldn't you? So even if I freeze the Incineroar, he's going to Thor himself. So I'll just Freeze Dry the Incineroar just for a bit of damage. And, Iron Head the Tyranitar, I guess. That's all I can do, isn't it? Yeah, he is expecting the high jump kick there. And here's the Flare Blitz into the Cinderace. Yeah, but I mean, like, or Burning Jealousy, okay. But, yeah, like, if I had high jump kick there, I would have definitely gone for it into the Incineroar, because Incineroar don't often have Protect, but also I would have turned into a fighting type and resisted the Rock Slide. So there you go. Yeah, maybe high jump kick is the way to go with Cinderace here. I'm not even entirely sure this Iron Head knocks out the Tyranitar. I think it will do, but not 100% on it. But what would I have high jump kick over? Because, like, the Sucker Punch, the Max Darkness combination with Expanding Force and Overdrive. Yeah, so, like, out of the 3 videos on Showdown that I've done this week, this is definitely the more learning video for Barry. Yeah, it doesn't even knock the Tyranitar out. So yeah, this game's over. Yeah, there we go. Because yeah, this team is one that I didn't build from ground zero myself. So I'm still sort of learning with it. And I did have a high jump kick on there. And I took it off for Sucker Punch. High jump kick would have won us the game there. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We'll do the rest of the video without high jump kick, and we'll see if it comes into we'll see if we get any more scenarios where high jump kick would have been nice, because actually this might be a scenario where a Max Darkness, although we could go with like Urshifu and Max Darkness, couldn't we? So maybe we don't need Sucker Punch on Cinderace. Because if I go with Urshifu here, redirection. The Marowak could be a bit annoying. But if I go with Vanillux, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with Urshifu and Vanillux. I don't know if that's gonna knock it out though. See, well, I'm learning. We'll have Cinderace, and I guess this it's too late to change now, isn't it? But this would have been a lead for Indeedee, actually. Yeah, we could have gone for Imprison, and that would have worked out very nicely for us. And now he gets Trick Room up. Assuming he's got the Sash on the Indeedee? If he doesn't, Wicked Blow knocks that out, and I can taunt the Slowbro. Is there a Sash? There is no Sash. Okay. Is there a weakness, a mental herb? No, there isn't. Okay, so this lead did actually prevent the trick, which is good. Yeah, maybe that would have been a lead for Indeedee, though, wouldn't it? Because I could have just gone for an Imprison, would have stopped his Trick Room, would have stopped his expanding forces. Yeah. And now I'm just gonna Wicked Blow the Slowbro and taunt the Porygon. Yeah, this is a choice banded Urshifu. There you go, and there you go. Doesn't really matter what we do here, does it? Because yeah, you're protecting. That goes through Protect because Urshifu is very powerful. Yeah, I guess that was like his hope. Like he should have max guarded there because then it wouldn't go through max guard, obviously, and tried to get a status with Tri Attack. That would have been the only way he had, you know, to come into this game, I believe. But yeah, okay. So we're what 2-1, 3-1, 2-1. I don't remember how many games we've done. I feel like we've lost one and won all the others so far. 3-1. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. But okay. This guy again. This is another team that is sort of season 60, isn't it? How do we beat? This is a question. Okay, I think that's how we beat it. I was going to say how do we beat this and this together, Porygon and Clefairy, but we could just max Steel Spike and Choice Band Close Combat. That beats that. If I lead Urshifu and Cinderace, though, I have got the Talonflame to worry about, but I'm going to lead this way. But I do have Talonflame to worry about. So I'm going to have Toxtricity in the back, and because that also helps with the Primarina, and I think the Indeedee might be nice here as well, just because it's got that Sableye. But we do need to watch out for... Yeah, let's go with the Indeedee. But we do need to watch out for this Urshifu. If it's Urshifu Dark, then... oh, it's not. Okay, so Expanding Force hits it now. So that's pretty nifty. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. So Steel Spike into the Clefairy then. And Close Combat into the Urshifu? Or I could swap. No, I don't. No. I mean the Surging Strikes is just going to go through the Steel Spike boost that I'm getting. So I'm just going to Close Combat. Very predictable. Clefairy's probably going to Protect here. Oh, his Gigantamax is Urshifu. Ooh, I'm going for a Helping Hand. Okay. I'm possibly losing my Cinderace here now. Although we have +1 defense, I don't think it's G-Max attack critical hits. No, it doesn't. So yeah, we do survive this. And nice. And we get a good, solid 50% damage with this Choice Banded Close Combat. Now, if the Talonflame comes in now, then I'm a little bit screwed. But it's Sableye. So I'm a little bit less screwed now. So I can bring in... yeah, just bring in Indeedee for the Cinderace and go for a... if I go for an Airstream into the Urshifu, it will knock it out, but then the Psychic Terrain won't protect my Cinderace the next turn from Prankster moves that the Sableye wants to go for. But Fireball resists, Steel Spike resists, Darkness resists, I have to go for this Airstream. Yeah, there's the Quash. Yeah, you have to do that. But now I'm a Flying type. I'm not affected by the Psychic Terrain, so now he can Quash my Cinderace this next turn. And he just forfeits. Yeah, nice one. Good. Like, these really... Like, this is such a unoffensive, fast-paced, simple, straightforward team, but it is effective. Like, on paper, you just look at it and you think, that just loses to Trick Room, clearly. But we've managed to stop all the Trick Rooms so far. Like, we've got Taunt on the Vanilluxe, we've got Imprison on the Indeedee here. So, okay. This guy's got a Colossal, which is a threat. So maybe here, maybe yeah, Whimsicott I think is the lead here. But we don't want to get faked out. fake outed. But if he does go for a fake out, he is leaving something open to an attack. So Whimsicott definitely, but I'm just thinking, like, if I lead Urshifu, then that isn't very good if he leads with the Virizion, but it is pretty good if he leads with the Colossal. If we go with Cinderace, that is good against the Virizion, but not so good against the Colossal. As I'm sure you know the typings by now. My D viewer there. Okay. Which one do we want to go for then? I think it's more likely he goes with the Colossal actually, so I'm going to go that way. And let's have Toxtricity in the back. Just so we've got an extra way to hit the Primarina. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, yes, I think it's more likely he goes with the Colossal there instead of the Virizion, since, you know, the Virizion, there's an Ice type, there's a Fire type, there's a Poison type, and you know, Colossal. Oh yes, there's an Ice type, there's a Fire type, there's, you know, some other squishy Pokemon. There's a Grass type there, but nope, he goes with the Virizion. So he could be going for a Fake Out here. Probably going for a Fake Out into the Whimsicott. I mean, I could Airstream with my Urshifu if I really wanted to. Okay, I'm gonna try and Tailwind, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and Airstream. I don't think this knocks it out though. It does knock it out. Well, there you go. And there's the Colossal. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Wow. That is G-Max Urshifu. Looks very, very white there. Wow. Okay, well, there you go. So it turns out Urshifu was the right choice to lead with there. Okay, so another test for us. Another Colossal, but this one's got a Venusaur. So this is a proper Season 5 team. So how do we want to go about this? Because, yeah, Venusaur in the sun is actually going to be a bit of a pain for us. So, yeah, we've still not got high jump kick on this Cinderace, have we? So the Tyranitar actually is more of a threat than... oh, yeah, and having high jump kick on the Cinderace would be good for Colossal as well, actually. So, yeah, I'm thinking actually, yes, yes. I'm thinking yes. But Sucker Punch has been good, hasn't it? Ironhead's been good. We need Airstream. Okay, whatever. Let's just think about this game then. Because, yeah, Urshifu is, again, a pretty good lead. But he can do the Aqua Jet and become extremely fast. If we had Ice Shard on Vanillux, that would work a lot better with the switcheroo here, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm going to go with Urshifu and Whimsicott, with Cinderace in the back, and I think Toxtricity. I was going to go with Vanillux, but there's so many Pokemon here that Vanillux doesn't do too well against. Okay, so he's frisked my items now, so he knows that I've got Switcheroo and the Eject button. He knows I've got that. Choice Banded Wicked Blow, I'm pretty sure one-shots the Dusclops though. And if we one-shot the Dusclops, there is no Trick Room. I think it one-shots Dusclops. Have I got my calculator? I have got my calculator open. Oh, but this is the old calculator. It's not got Urshifu in it, has it? Whoops. Okay, well, I'm just going to Moonblast it instead then. Just to make sure it definitely does get the knockout. Goodbye, Whimsicott, though. Oh. Well, I was thinking that Urshifu was pretty safe from what could have been going on there, but I guess not. Superpower, that did a lot of damage. That did more damage than I thought it was going to. I think I do want a Tailwind here, just in case he has got the Torkoal in the back for the Venusaur. But, like, it's so tempting to Dynamax and Mac Knuckle into the Tyranitar, because one, he won't expect that, and two, we need to get rid of the Tyranitar. If we get rid of the Tyranitar in Tailwind, these two can beat the other two, I'm pretty sure. So this is going to seem really stupid. No, he's going to swap the Tyranitar out, isn't he? He knows I'm Choice Banded. I'm going to do it. I think he's going to swap the Tyranitar out there. Yeah, there we go. And now, yeah, and that's not good. Unless he doesn't target the Urshifu here. Which he does. Okay, yeah, fair enough then. Fine. If you want to be like that, fine. So now then, I'm going to Overdrive and switch through the Venusaur. Specs Overdrive, I don't think it's going to knock the Torkoal out from here. It might, but if the Venusaur just tries to attack here... Oh, Venusaur, oh, silly Barry. We're not... Toxtricity isn't faster than Venusaur, is it? Assuming he is max speed. And I'm assuming... Okay. It's not max speed. I was expecting an incoming max Quake there. So his Dynamax has also expired. We have to Overdrive here. And, you know, I'm thinking of... oh, I could go for Helping Hand Overdrive and not activate the weakness policy on the Tyranitar. Yeah, I like that play a bit more. Yeah. Venusaur comes in again, but, I mean... That's fine. As long as Whimsicott survive... Yeah, I'm pretty sure Whimsicott was going to survive that. Maybe that isn't banded then, because that didn't do a whole lot of damage, and we saw that Toxtricity was faster than the Venusaur in the sun last turn, so we're quite happy to just Helping Hand, like even if he swaps the Tyranitar out, puts the Torkoal back in, we know on this last turn of Tailwind, Toxtricity is still going to be faster, and this Helping Hand Overdrive is going to knock out both these Pokemon. Wow, this team is just so offensive, but it's working. Look at that. Wow, I mean, okay, so the guy should have won the game because his Venusaur should be fast. Yeah, even modest max speed without speed this Toxtricity, I'm pretty sure. I was caught off guard there by the superpower from the Tyranitar. I thought Urshifu would be safe from the Tyranitar there. But yeah, Tailwind here. Yeah, I mean, that was a mistake, because he was always going to be swapping the Tyranitar out there. So I should have just sacrificed the Urshifu, got a Wicked Strike into the Venusaur, got the Tailwind up, and then a Gigantamax Cinderace would have done much better for me in the end of the game, even without High Jump Kick. Like a Max Steel Spike would have been good against the Tyranitar, but because it was so slow, yeah, we managed to get the eject button on there. Nice stuff. And yeah, at this point, the Helping Hand, look at this. That's a lot of damage. Helping Hand Specs Overdrive, that is a lot of damage. Whimsicott would have survived that Rock Slide, and then we pinned him at this point, haven't we? So yeah, okay, that was an interesting game, because that was a very season 5 team. This is season 5 as well, with the Whimsicott and with the Togekiss. But, how do you want to go about this then? Because this is also a very offensive team. Like, I really want to get my Toxtricity in against all of these electric weak Pokemon. So that means the Urshifu is definitely Urshifu Dark, isn't it? Especially since it's got 2 of the water Pokemon here. But match Tailwinds. And where do we go from there? Like a Scarfed Dracovish is actually not going to be very good for us at all. So maybe I go Whimsicott Vanillux here, with Toxtricity and Cinderace in the back, because I have got the Sash on this Vanillux. If he does lead with the no, he's not going to lead with his Dracovish, is he? And Vanillux is good against that as well, but not very good against the Lapras or Charizard or Urshifu. I think he's going to lead with Lapras, isn't he? But I can't stop that. I can't stop him getting the Aurora Veil. Let's just do what I was going to do and see what happens. Yeah, just as I expected. So now, does he because I'm thinking like I thought, okay, I'll lead like this because like does he tail? He probably tailwinds here, doesn't he? But I can switcheroo here. Now, Vanillux will be slower than a Lapras in Tailwind, in their Tailwind, and they will get the resonance into my Whimsicott. But he will have lost his Gigantamax. But if I just Tailwind here, he will probably be, attacking or whatever into the Whimsicott as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Best case scenario, he doesn't Tailwind here. Oh, he wins a speed tie. Now that is frustrating. That is frustrating because obviously we're max speed Whimsicott as well. Damn. Well, there you go. That is one way to come to a real sticky situation. Now what do we do? I'm going to put Toxtricity in. Should have put Cinderace in. Yeah, that is frustrating. That is, and it is a Dark Urshifu as well. Okay, so he's probably going to be going for a Geyser into the Toxtricity, isn't he? So, like, maybe a Snarl, sacrifice Toxtricity to not activate the weakness policy on Lapras. Oh, it's a Life Orb Lapras, so okay, so no worry about activating that. Maybe I just go for an Overdrive then, and let's just attack. Let's just click buttons and hope for the best. But yeah, if we won the speed tie, I can't it really frustrates me when people do. It's like that's essentially going for like a fake out speed tie turn 1 as well. Because if we got that speed tie win, then we would have. Okay, he's weakening ourselves for this double. We would have ejected out his Lapras. Ooh, and it was just a resonance into Toxicity. Although again, I guess Cinderace didn't really want to come in on that. And here's the Dracofish, which is probably Scarfed. Probably. We can't protect the Cinderace either way. So we have to hope that it's not Scarfed. Okay. Be fast, Vanillux. Yes, nice. Okay, because he wasn't Scarfed. This Vanillux is max speed. He managed to... Yeah, nice one. We still won the game. We still won the game. I'm satisfied with that one. Yeah, because yeah, wow. Okay, let's do one more game then. We're at 33 odd minutes. Yeah, even with him winning the speed tie turn 1 there. But yeah, and this is the sort of team that we're going to lose to. This is absolutely the sort of team that we're going to lose to. What is going on here? What on earth is going on here? He hasn't got any Trick Room options. What is this? His team isn't particularly fast. Duraludon's base speed it's 85, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to think about this. To be completely honest. Like if that's I'm thinking going like Urshifu Cinderace, but then if that's a Berry Togekiss, Urshifu is just gonna be lost, isn't it? I think I do want to lead with the Cinderace though. Cinderace and something else. Let's just do it. Let's go Urshifu Cinderace with Vanillux and Indeedee. I'm thinking about ways to hit that Toxapex as well too, as it's right here. And I was thinking the last lot, either Indeedee or the Toxtricity, both of them hit it for super effective damage. But What is going on here? I think I might want to bring the Indeedee in here, just because the Salazzle might be going for a fake out. But, okay, I'm going to Wicked Blow into the Salazzle and bring in the Indeedee. Hopefully this is a fake out. But that's a Dynamax Toxapex. Poison Gas, and he critical hits my Indeedee. This is, of course, this is, oh dear. Just as I was saying, this is the sort of team I'm going to lose to. This actually is the sort of team I'm going to lose to. There's no way that Max Geyser is going to knock out the Indeedee one hit without the critical hit. There was no rain before that move, so that's a shame. Okay. So he's probably going to try and overheat the Vanilluxe. Poison Gas is a move that, like, I've never seen used before. Like, in VGC. Oh, not just Poison. Poison Gas. Accuracy 90 as well. Okay. And I guess it just poisons. And another critical hit? What? Is this like a wind-up or something? What on earth is going on here? What on earth is going on here? There's not like an item? Merciless? Is that a critical hit thing? This Pokemon's attacks critical hits. If that's genius. I like that. That is fantastic. Critical hits if the targets are poisoned, and that is why he keeps going for Poison Gas. That is why he keeps going for Poison Gas. Wow. That is pretty cool, I do have to say. That is really cool. So, I need to hope that I can knock out the Toxapex this turn, because he's just going to go for another Poison Gas, isn't he? Isn't he? Oh, and we don't even knock the Toxapex out. And it's weakness policy too. Wow. Wow. Ha. Wow. We can hope for freezes. We can't even hit the Pokemon. Well, on that note, we're going to leave it here then, I guess. That's an interesting team. That is an interesting team. Okay, so how could we have done that differently then? Because I was complaining about the critical hits and everything, but like he was guaranteed to get the critical hits there. Oh, I'm glad I figured out what was actually going on there. I'm glad I looked up their merciless ability. But that is interesting. What is Toxapex's base speed? It can't be fast. It's only 35, yeah. Let's just look back at that game. So, he was aiming into the Cinderace there. Yeah. So that's gone. Attack the Toxapex. Another critical hit there on the Urshifu. Yeah, I mean, I needed this combination of attacks to knock the Toxapex out. I'm a little bit surprised it didn't, but I mean, it is a bulky Pokemon. But yeah, let's just look at that. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that has to be that might have even been a damage roll as well there. If we do knock the Toxapex out, we've got a Cinderace and a Vanilluxe against the Duraludon and Dhelmise in the back. I think we would have been okay if we'd just got this, I presume, roll to knock the Toxapex out. So, well, there you go. That's definitely an interesting way to finish this video. So, I hope you've enjoyed this little mini-series of Pokemon Showdown videos that we've been doing in between Basel Stadiums this week. Join me one more time tomorrow for Basel Stadium with the Gigalith team. And yeah, please let me know in the comments what you think about these showdowns. You know, if you're interested in more and all that stuff as well too. So thank you very much for watching, and Patreon, likes, shares, comments, all that lot is definitely appreciated. But wow, what I mean, we I can't even talk. Like, I think we won like almost every game, apart from this one, didn't we? Like, I'm just curious now. Extended outro time. Like, what is my win loss thing on here? Because I think this all started with like, I can't remember what it was at before I started recording all these videos, but we was at like 1,200 or something. So over the course of these three videos, we have climbed like 300 points. But yeah, wow, what a way to end that! What a way to end. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a think about that, team. That's pretty cool. Poison gas, again, only 90% accurate. That would put me off using it, but then again, they use Twagger and Foul Play, and that's only 90% accurate, so maybe not. Steel Pokemon. Oh, it can even poison Steel Pokemon, can't it? With its corrosive ability. Ooh, that is tasty, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. But even still, with the roll on Toxapex, we will win the game. Ha! So, so goodbye for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.